Hey guys, I hope you're doing good. So yesterday, Battlestate and the boys, Nikita and the boys, they had a stream on Twitch called Tarkov TV. They normally do it every few months, and they normally just show what they're they talk about what they're working on and what's coming next and stuff like that. They also spoke about like rewriting most of the engine. They're updating the game to Unity 2021, which is a big change, step forward. Gonna add like the new streets expansion as well, but enough of that. Like, we're not gonna be talking about those kind of details. We're gonna be talking about the guns, because that is the bread and butter of Tarkov, and we gotta talk about the bread and butter of Tarkov. Okay, so they showcased some guns that I was very surprised about, and they spoke about some guns that I was even more surprised about, like the MP40. Nikita was like, yeah, we're going to be adding the MP40 to the game because why not, for the for the lulz, for the laughs. I was like, there's no way they're going to add an MP40 to Tarkov. That's absolutely crazy. So I guess they are, but they didn't show any rendition or any images of the MP40. I'm going to show up some video, some images here. So if you guys don't know what the MP40 is, you probably guys do, because this gun is very infamous. It's it's a legendary firearm. So that's the MP40. And let's talk about the other guns, okay? Let's just jump into it. So the first one we have is the VSK 94. Now, this bad boy, I was very kind of surprised to see. I mean, surprised and not surprised. I've been, me in the community, we've been like, dude, please add the VSK 94, because I know this gun from Stalker, from the Stalker series. It's kind of common in those games, and it was kind of sad not seeing it in Tarkov, because the cartridge for this firearm is the VSS, the Asval round, which is the 9x39. I'm pretty excited. You can also put a PSO scope on it. You can have it suppressed. You can have a stock on it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's basically, it kind of seems like in Tarkov it's gonna be more like a budget-friendly VSS. I believe it is subsonic as well, because the ammo is subsonic. So it will work very similar to the VSS. So now we're going to be talking about the AK-12 series. Now, Nikita said they're going to add the whole series to the game. So you have the AK-12, you have the AK-15, you have the AK-19, and you have the AK-308. Now, these guns are basically kind of the same, but they have different calibers, okay? Basically, the calibers just kind of go up from lighter to heavier. So the lighter ones are the AK-12 and the AK-19. Now the AK-12, you guys definitely seen in recent news. It's all over the place. It's a 5x5 chambered rifle. Okay, it's got a 30-round magazines. Now these magazines are already in the game. You guys probably seen them already. It's basically just a modernized version of the AK platform. The AK-15 now, it's more of a bigger boy kind of AK-12 version. It is basically an AK-12 platform, but it is chambered in 7.62 by 39, which is the AKM round. So I believe this gun may be maybe heading into the meta of Tarkov. It depends how it performs. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see, though. It's definitely gonna be a lot of fun to see. Then there is the AK-19, which is a 5.56 NATO platform for the AK-12 series. The Russians were like, let's have a NATO version of this. Let's have the 5.56. It's basically an AK-101, just more modernized. And then there's the biggest, baddest of them all, the AK-308. Now, the AK-308 is a big boy. It shoots some crazy rounds. I mean, AK-308, hence, it shoots the 308 round, the 7.62 by 51 NATO. This thing is absolutely huge. It has, I believe it has the maximum capacity magazine of 20. I'm not sure if there's going to be a 30 rounder, because that would be pretty scary. I believe it's also fully auto. So this thing is going to be an absolute menace. That's all I'm going to say. This thing is going to chomp up a bunch of dudes in Tarkov. Up next, we have the Scar GL. Now, we already have the Scar and we already have the GL in Tarkov, but we can't really combine them. Hopefully soon we'll have the attachment to basically combine those two guns, two firearms basically, into one. You have the underbarrel grenade launcher, the GL40 underneath, so you can just swap around. I think it's pretty cool. I don't see a lot of people using the Scar as much, but I think this maybe gives it more of incentive to do so. Grenade launchers are pretty heavy. I mean, excuse me, they're pretty hard to find as well in Tarkov. So I mean, it's a why not kind of a situation. More the merrier. You know, got a grenade launcher underneath the scar. Let's go. I'm pretty happy about that. And next one, which I was kind of expected, like I was expecting but not expecting yet. That's the AVT or the SVT, whatever you want to call it. It is the grandfather of the SVD. It's a platform that was used in World War II quite a lot. It shoots the 7.62 by 54R, which is the SVD / Mosin round. It's a huge round in my opinion, and I believe it's going to be the rat's best friend, because this thing is like one shot potential is just out of this freaking world. Plus you can also put a scope on it, which I did not even know about. Apparently you can. Now this gun, I found out about this gun long time ago when I used to play COD 2 with my friends, and yeah, it actually used to be one of my favorite guns to use. So I'm very excited to see this gun in the game. I mean, soon to have it in the game. Really excited about this one. So another weapon that Battlestate or Nikita spoke about yesterday was the RPD. Now the RPD is a belt-fed light machine gun. It shoots the 7.62 by 39, which is the AKM round. He mentioned that this gun will be eventually put in the game, and I believe he said that the Luxos car dealer boss on Streets of Tarkov will be the one that's going to be wielding it. Now I kind of guess it means we won't be able to buy this gun on the traders or obviously from the flea market. So I guess that boss is going to have the RPD. That's his little thing or big thing, because it is a chunky ass gun. So RPD is also coming in. We didn't have any rendition of the RPD as far as I know. Maybe they did a rendition of the RPD a long while back. I'm not entirely sure. And they also mentioned the MP40. Now if they're gonna add the MP40 to the game, I don't see why not adding the Thompson to the game. I mean, the Thompson actually has more right of lore to be in Tarkov more than the MP40, because back in World War II, Russia was given many amounts of Thompsons to the army for them to to use against the Axis and everything, for the war and stuff like that. And they ended up not using a lot of them, and they just chucked them into warehouses and they just left them there. So Thompsons, I think we will see Thompsons in the future. Not yet, but it would be, I mean, if you're adding an MP40, why not add the Thompson? You have the trio basically. You have the PPSH 41, you have the MP40 now, and then you're missing the Thompson, and you're kind of missing the Sten. But let's keep the Sten on the bench for a little bit. So yeah, I think Thompson is going to be a part of it as well, and I'm pretty excited. Ladies and gentlemen, that is really it. That's all I have for you guys regarding Tarkov guns. If you guys heard more about like anything from the video that I may have missed, please leave it in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe you learned something new, maybe thumbs up and subscribe. It truly helps out the channel big time. And if you guys want to watch us on Twitch, there's a link down in the description. I'll see you guys next time.